Hi everyone. So this video is about all the questions I get continually about the way I read cards. I get so many questions about that and so many comments. So here you go. Hopefully I'll just be able to refer people to this video in the future. So here's the deal. The way I read cards, if you've watched my readings, I spread the cards kind of all out and then I run my hand over them. I start at the left and I work my way around, sort of think of it as a rainbow, you know? And usually the cards I get are in the front area. So why do I run my hands over my card instead of just pull off the top of the deck like everybody else? That's the way I learned. I read a book and it said, put your hand over the cards. Try to see if you get any sensations. See if you're pulled towards any certain cards. And so I did that, and it works for me. It does not work for a lot of people. I've had people buy decks. One of my friends has bought a deck and tries. She says, I get nothing. My husband, I had him try it, nothing. You know, different people just have different abilities, and for me, that works. And here's the reason I like it, especially, instead of just pulling off the top of the deck like most people do. One, I like to be weird. No, not that. Two, this is the real reason. It gives me two cards sometimes. If you've watched my readings, you know that often I get two cards. So I get a feeling that I should pull more than one card. And when I get two cards, those cards interact with one another. They tell a story together. They play into one another. And so I feel like if I just pulled off the top of the deck like most people do, I would only be getting one card and I would kind of be shortchanging my story, I guess, a little bit. I get more information when I read the way I do energetically with my hand. I get it. It's not for everybody. If you don't like it, by golly, there are like 5 million tarot card readers on YouTube. Find one that reads off the top of the deck. You'll find one, I promise you. Another comment I get a lot is, why do you get cards towards the front? It seems like you're pulling the same set of cards out and setting them out and then running your hand over them and then pulling one card out from almost the same set of cards. Watch closely. It's not always the same set of cards, I promise you. But that said, often it is towards the front of the front of the spread when I spread them out. And I just think of it as if I was pulling off the top of the deck, those would be the cards that I was pulling. I mean, they're at the front, right? It's kind of like pulling off the top of the deck. I don't know that anybody comments on people that pull off the top of the deck. Why are you pulling off the top of the deck only? Why aren't you pulling cards out of the middle? Why aren't you pulling cards off the bottom? You know, it's just it's the way the cards fall and the cards that I can work with and the cards that I'm pulled towards. Now, I do shuffle always so people can see me, and I thought that would take care of all those little comments, but no, it doesn't. And I get it because there are some people that are really techie out there with videos, and they can go in there and edit videos and make it look like a certain thing. So to all those people, let me promise you, look at my videos. They're pretty plain Jane, not edited. I don't even have fancy, pictures showing up or even words to explain things. I just I'm not that far advanced. And then I have to remind people again and again, most of the stuff I'm reading about is in the future. So how would I know the future to go back and set up my cards? I mean, have you really thought that comment through? Because you're basically saying I have a time capsule, hopped in it, went and checked out the future, and decided, oh, okay, now that I know what's going to happen, I'm going to go back and put my cards in a certain order. So then when it really does happen, I can say, see, I did it right. So it's kind of a silly comment when you think about it. If you're reading about future events, I mean, how in the world would you even put the cards in the right order to read about that event? So those are some answers to really common comments and questions that I get pretty darn regularly. I hope that explains some things for all those people who comment that, and I'm just going to point them to this video in the future. And thanks for listening. Bye-bye.